Started doing quarantine. Bored in the house.
And nothing else to do.
Right. Let's just start a podcast. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Killa Konvo's podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So follow me at the Killa Konvo's podcast, Convos with a K on Instagram. Follow my channel on YouTube and tune into new episodes like this one every Wednesday at 5 a.m. on audio platforms and 5 p.m. on YouTube. Alrighty. And for those of you, before we start, Toya girl, for those of you who said Miss Josiah Moore was in El Puertos using her EBT card, hell is hot. Hell is hot. Alrighty. My best friend said that yesterday, and I just had to repeat it because that shit was so funny.
Definitely. Go ahead.
Oh, my God. We went from extreme, because you know they found her.
They did.
They found her.
When?
Girl, it's a Lifetime movie. I think it was today, because my people on the ground... I have people on the ground who told me that they found her today. They arrested her mother for like child welfare. Apparently she ran away because of, just neglect and everything. She wasn't enrolled in school. And so they arrested her.
Talking about, she had to testify. The cops.
And that's another thing. Like the social media propaganda, is that true? Yeah. We don't know. They said that they found her in a shelter. They said they found her in New York. Then someone found her on the street and she had shaved her head, changed her hair color.
Oh my God.
And she was like, when the person approached her, because she's all over social media, she's all over the news. She was like, oh, well, I'm not her. She was like lying, saying that she wasn't Josiah. And it's just, it's a Lifetime
definitely
movie.
A Lifetime movie, yes.
It's a mess. And so they found sis. Thank God she's okay, at least.
Amen.
Because we went from being extremely concerned, damn, I hope they find this girl. And, it was very, very sad. And now we getting these jokes off. So...
The black community, man.
It's the black community. It's like a love-hate relationship because it's like we can't take nothing seriously. But then again, it's like, now we're laughing about it.
Yeah, comic relief, I guess.
True.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
No, for sure. We're about to introduce Toya for sure. But I just had to let that off because yesterday... it got real crazy with Josiah. We thought sis was gone, and now we laughing about it, which is fucking crazy. But we're here now.
Oh, yeah. Thank God. Seriously.
Hoping the best for a good sis. And
the moms.
And the moms, yeah. We do need to hope the best for her.
Give us some praise.
Yikes. Put some praise over that household. But... as you guys can see, I have a new beautiful guest, Miss Toya. Toy Not For Play on the gram, okay? Shout out to Realish Media for, getting me all of my great talents. We have a young lady who's in PR, public relations, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and just about, your journey and what you can, offer to girls who want to be in PR. And we're going to talk about, Black women representation in the public relations industry because it's very, very low.
It's very, very low.
And just like any other industry. But if you can introduce
we're
yourself.
Making a comeback, though, I guess.
Yeah.
Or a come up, rather.
Y'all doing a lot of cool things. So if you can introduce yourself, let the people know who you are. How can they, get in touch with you and all that kind of stuff.
Sure. My name is LaToya, founder, CEO of La Rose PR.
We got ad-libs, we got, background sound, all that kind of stuff.
Right. You can follow me. My personal page is Toy Not For Play, for F-O-R.
Don't play with her.
Don't play with me. And my company's page is at lrose.com. I mean, lrosepr.com. And there is a .com, but
if you
want to check out the website.
Okay.
Book me your free consultation, 15 minutes on me.
Okay, and so what is PR? What does that entail?
Well, these days you have to be, I guess, a superhero. So it definitely entails a cape. But for the most part...
I like that.
Oh, thanks. I just came up with it. That's PR too. Just come up with things.
See, that creativity.
Yes, it's just there. But yes, the way I like to describe PR is pretty much getting someone to the masses, someone's brand, someone's company, someone's name to the masses, and just delivering the message exactly how they want it to be delivered, and obviously obtainable to their audience. The day-to-days, they don't look the same. One day I can be pitching all day, creating pitches the next day, doing an event. It's a lot, but I guess that's the joy. No 2 days are the same. And the fact that you're literally bringing someone else's vision to life. That's really what it's all about.
Okay. And so what got you, is that why you wanted to get into PR? Because it's the whole...
No, I actually went to school for video production.
Okay.
And I didn't get into PR until my junior year of college. I took a PR class, and I was, just good at it. I didn't even know PR existed at the time. My professor kind of believed in me. He got me a lot of internships, and then I started doing PR for the Student Government Association of Morgan State. So
HBCU.
SGA, yes, HBCU. So from then on, I was like, all right, well, it's too late to switch my major, so I'm going to finish out this. At least I'll always have the production aspect under my belt, and really just started freelancing from then. Came home. One of my good friends from college, she was also from Jersey. She's Slutty Vegan's assistant.
Really?
Killa, she just started putting me on as soon as I came. Hey, you want to do this event with me? So I was able to do NBA All-Star Weekend, work with 135 Street Agency with a couple of screenings. It was just a really, really good time, and that momentum and just having access to those events or to that network just kind of opened it up for me from there.
Okay.
And I'm okay, after the internships are gone, I just felt like I can do this on my own.
And so that's when you started El Rose?
Yes. Well, I started as LaToya Young PR.
Okay.
So I was just kind of helping my friends with their businesses. My first client was Narisha Willis of Avenue. She's known for Ghetto Until Proven Fashionable. So we started friends. I'm just helping her out.
I saw that. I saw some of that work.
Yeah. And now she's the big activist in the fashion industry. So, started from the bottom. Now we're here pretty much.
Period.
I was teaching after I got out of college. And,
what age?
5th grade. And I implemented a new journalism program.
Oh my gosh. So, Toya, love the kids.
Yeah, no. No. I love them, but that wasn't really my calling. Yeah, it wasn't my calling. And I'm telling the kids, follow your art. Reach for the stars. And I'm I'm over here teaching, telling y'all this. And I'm really not having fun doing this.
Oh my gosh. Yo, you got to be honest with yourself with that kind of stuff, because you'd be miserable if you were still doing that to this day,
And I love them. They brought me joy, but it was all right, I need more. So I left. After a break, I just quit. And then plus, politics in the school too. So it wasn't really the most comfortable experience anyway.
Yeah.
I left. And that's when, pandemic hit. I started working as a marketing coordinator, and I'm like, I can do both. And and then I got my degree in marketing as well. So now we're here.
Okay. Can we put a bug in Slutty Vegan's ear and tell them to bring that shit up here to the tri-state? Yes. Can we do that?
Yes, I'm gonna holler at Killa.
I can see a little. What do they call those little how they have the mini Targets in the middle of the city?
Kiosks maybe.
I forgot what they call it. A mini store, because you know how Target's a huge store, but then they'll have them in
pop. I would call it a pop-up.
A pop-up, some kind of pop-up. I can see a Slutty Vegan little store in Times Square.
They're supposed to be coming to New York, actually, Harlem.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm not too sure exactly when, but
that's not a far drive at all.
Exactly. So I'm excited about that. But yes, definitely, really, really soon.
I was the last person on earth to get a Slutty Vegan burger.
No, you're not, because there are people I know who haven't had one yet. So
I heard because I went to Spelman. So HBCU Nation.
Girl, shame. HBCU,
exactly. I was in Atlanta. Everybody was I remember everyone was posting about, oh my God, this burger tastes so good. They're doing the same thing with the chicken sandwich, the Popeye chicken sandwich, where they're putting themselves on live, eating this damn sandwich. And I was the last one to ever have a slutty vegan sandwich. Like, everyone in Atlanta had one before I stood in that line. But it's pretty good. I had it one time. I never went back just because, like, I don't think I was living there at the time when I had it. So
when did you move back here?
I moved back here. Well, I graduated from Spelman, went to Michigan for grad school the following fall of August 2017. Mm-hmm. So I guess I moved from Atlanta in fall of 2017.
Okay, yeah. Interesting. What made you leave?
Grad school.
You didn't want to go back?
No, because it's like I'm always into like going, like, experiencing new things. Even though moving back here, because I'm from Jersey, it's not a new thing. But it's like, if I were to move back to Atlanta, it's like, okay, I've been here for like 4+ years. Time to move on to something else. Time to move to a different city. I was trying to come to DC. DC or New York. I don't know why I wanted to bring my ass over there. Yeah. Girl, but this is where I ended up. Exactly. I wanted to move to all the expensive cities. So I just wanted to try something new. And so... all my friends stayed there. So I always have an excuse to go back.
You always can go home.
We always go back. Me and Imani, we be going over there. We were just there for what? All-Star Weekend?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we went there for All-Star Weekend in March. So that's pretty fun. So we could do those types of things. Hopefully we'll have homecoming next year, and I'll be back there next year in person.
Definitely. Long overdue.
Right.
I didn't go to my homecoming this year, so definitely going next year for sure.
I would have went if we had it in person. I was ready, but it didn't work out like that. But but here we are, so HBCU grads, doing the damn thing. Round of applause, baby, make that ass clap.
You know that was our anthem, like in 2014 or whatnot.
Right. Walk a flock of flame. But okay, so I want to talk about, so I read somewhere that, so you're in PR, you do a lot of cool projects, you bring people's vision to life, you help people's businesses and brands get seen. That's an amazing thing, especially for like Black businesses. Do you specialize in Black businesses?
Yes.
Okay. So I read somewhere that it's like 70% of, like 10% out of the 70% of women in PR are Black. That was like a 2019 stat. I don't know what it looks like now. And so that's an issue. Yeah. There's clearly a gap there.
It's literally across the entire media landscape, honestly. Right. Like, definitely that representation is just very, lacking. It is.
How do you think it will affect why is that like a problem? Like the lack of representation of Black women in PR, what is the why is that a bad thing?
I mean, when we talk about brands and, them being seen, there's always Black culture behind that. And it's just undeniable. Popeyes, chicken, anything that we touch, we kind of just bring it to the masses. But to know that our ideas aren't necessarily being honored the way they should be, or even respected, or taken for granted, that's why that's a problem. Like, we tell the stories, let us tell them, give us an opportunity to tell us that. Like I said, the entire media landscape looks a certain way, and I just think for a very long time, Black women weren't a part of that look.
Yeah. Well, how can we get like those numbers up? Like, do you have to have a degree to be in PR?
No.
Or will it help you if you did?
Yeah, it definitely helps. I wouldn't say like anything is kind of now, YouTube University, honestly. And then, there are so many online coaches and everything to kind of get you those answers that you need. But the education aspect really is to know exactly what you're looking for. You can't just go Google whatever because you don't really know what you're looking for. Yeah. So, but additionally, yes, degree, but if you're naturally a good person, efficient, if you're,
Does it be
popular,
like a natural, like super creative person?
Yeah, sometimes. Okay. You got to know how to flip the script really fast. You kind of got to know how to pivot. So if you get that down packed, you surround yourself by a team of creatives, the creativity will just kind of flow.
Yeah. Do you have a team?
Yes, I just hired my first employee, Brianna. Shout out to you.
Brianna. Okay.
Yes, and
Bree.
I actually work closely with a few contractors. So when I do have a client, let's say they need a website, I have someone that I source for a website. Content creation, I have someone to work with content creation. So it's kind of a team, and everybody gets paid.
You need a team,
equal parts. We all win the deal.
Everybody get into that money.
Period.
Why do you think there isn't a lot of Black women that are like in this industry?
I think that there are a lot, and it's growing. However, when you describe like what it is making it into the PR industry, there aren't a lot of Black women in these agencies or these there's a gap in the diversity. But when you start looking at the growing number of entrepreneurships and how many Black women are, all right, well, I can't get in the door there, so I'm gonna make my own door or gonna bring my own table.
That's so it's really different when you're like starting on your own, like very small.
And the statistics aren't really capturing that, I feel.
Right.
So.
I believe that too. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. What do you like? So you basically told us your journey. Like it's about, and with your story, it sounds like it's about who you know.
Not what you know.
You gotta.
Well, you gotta know what
something. You gotta be. You gotta know those. Something. You gotta be good.
Yeah.
I feel like especially in media.
And be you. Be you.
Yeah.
And that I know that was one thing that I was I guess struggling with too, because I didn't know. I felt like, I have so many hats. I can do this. I can do that. And then like one day I kind of just sat down and said, look, like for what I know what I'm really good at, and I know what I can do and not so good at. So I just sat down and restructured. I know I'm good at branding, and I know I'm good at, communication strategy. So that's the focal point of LaRose PR.
Yeah.
I'm going to build your brand so that it's ready for the media to build your communication strategy, period.
So really like tap into what you're good at. Because there's so many like parts of PR, like communications, design, whatever.
Digital. Yeah, and then it's just growing. As the media landscape grows, ever changing. Every week we're on to something else. So that's pretty much how fast we gotta move too.
Do you like keep up with like PR stunts?
Nah, I used to. Like
what people are doing as like, let's do this.
I'll peep it, but it's not like something that I'm like totally into anymore. But like most recently, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith.
That's a PR stunt?
That's a PR stunt. He just released his book.
Oh my gosh.
PR. So all the things he has a movie coming out. So, or if it's not out yet. So it's like
King Richard?
Yes. Did it come out yet?
I don't know.
It's coming. It
was on the radio. I don't remember if they were like, oh, it's coming out soon or watch it, you know?
Yeah, he has a lot of projects going on, so we got to get us talking and trending in more than one ways.
And
because Jada said it, but now Will's trending. And then now this week, Will said something about satisfying her until completely or something like that. Did you see that? So it was like, all right, y'all, I get it. You got a book coming out.
Oh, my gosh. Because there be some crazy stuff happening. Then people are like, oh, this is just a PR stunt. And I'm like, this is what people are doing? Like, messing up their relationships and just putting themselves on blast to get sales and all that kind of stuff. Why am I acting like I'm surprised?
Listen, like, celebrity is a drug.
What do you have a favorite, like, PR stunt? Like, okay, I'm not into it, but that was good. That was good.
I don't think I could think of one at the top of my head. I don't really think too often about those. Like, it'll happen, it'll pass, and it is what it is. Let me see.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm not into that kind of stuff. That's not what I do.
Like
That's what we do at LaRose PR.
You'll be surprised. Like, I'll catch up with some things, and then some things just fly. I'm like, oh, when the hell did that happen? They're like, damn, Toya, you don't know.
Like you said, there's so many things, and then you got to keep up. But it's like, listen, I got my own stuff going on.
Yeah, so, I'll get back to you with that question, because that's definitely good. You stumped me with that one. I like those stumping questions.
Okay. So I'll let you think about it. We'll let you think about it a little bit, but... Speaking of, like, I don't got time to be dealing with this because I have so many other things going on in my world. How do you, like, even though you are a PR person, you're a creative. So if you have your own thing, your own business, whatever, you created something, I consider you a creative. And so... with me, I know that I can get like burnout where it's like, when so many things are happening in my life, it's like, okay, I just need to take a break with like, I can't make content this week. I don't want to post as much, like my creative juices aren't really flowing. Like if something if there's like some kind of impact in my life. And so I know that you have a daughter.
Yes, Lila.
So adorable. I wanted to know like how, like as a professional woman, how do you keep that like creative momentum, like the problem solving, the brainstorming, the ideas? How do you keep that going while balancing family life, personal life, work life, your relationships, your friendships, and all those things? Like, how do you keep that momentum going? You know, especially since you have your own PR firm. Like, how do you, you know, do you got to take a break? Do you got to just like push it to the side?
I'm literally kind of recently on like this break thing, like where I feel like, okay, I deserve a break. I need a break instead of saying, okay, not right now. Hustle. Like, I need to breathe. And, you know, for a while I've
been doing so many things,
operating my life like a PR agency, right? So it's like easy for me. So I'm, you know, being mom, I'm being best friend, I'm being daughter, like, you know, I'm being all those things. I'm everywhere at once. So it's just like something I was used to. So I just learned to balance, but it's also like not normal to be doing all of that at once.
Yeah.
You know, I started shutting down on Mondays because, you know, that's the day of the week that everybody hates.
Right.
So I actually got it from, not Imani, Fatu. She's the founder of PR Girl Manifesto. And she was doing... Do not disturb Mondays.
Okay.
So you shut down. You can't be on social media. You put your phone on do not disturb. And so like that limits the access people have to me. And then that gives me extra time to.
That doesn't freak you out? Like, oh my gosh, nobody can call me.
Nah, and I set that from even with my clients. Like, hey, I don't work on Mondays.
Okay, so setting that boundary.
Right, it's from day one, and then even my friends obviously kind of don't really care. They'll call me 2 times so it can get through.
Right.
But it's starting to work. It's starting to work, and I just need that one day out of the rest of the week gives me a time to kind of just plan and breathe. And
you need those days.
That 24-hour gap gives me gaps in between the day where I can breathe. I can be a human being.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that we are prioritizing rest and
not feeling bad for it.
And not feeling bad for it. Not feeling guilty, not feeling like ashamed. Like, I did so many things today, but I still have to keep going because of that hustling culture where we can't stop, especially like when you're in your 20s. Like we feel like we have to keep going. Because there's another 20-year-old. 30, you're going to get tired. You're just going to get so burnt out.
Did you see the meme that said, anyone over 30 will hurt today? like my back, my
right,
neck.
And that's not and then 30 is not old.
Exactly.
You know?
It's just getting started. After turning 30, I realized, I was really tripping. I was so scared, oh my God, I'm 30, oh my God, I'm going to die. Midlife crisis. And I turned 30 and I'm like,
girl, I be having a midlife crisis every other week, and I'm 20. I just turned 26.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Lucky you. You got a couple more years.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to have a breakdown before I turn 30.
You definitely will.
Yo.
I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. But after that, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I had a friend, she told me right before I turned 30, she was like, you're going to love it here.
That's what people say.
It's a switch. Like, soon as you turn, I swear to God, as soon as I turn 30,
because
a switch.
20 is ghetto.
It's the ghetto.
It's the ghetto. It's like you're supposed to be having fun, but then you don't feel like you deserve to because we gotta build this wealth. We have to do all these things.
And this is like the hustle culture. Now it's the $1 million club. Everyone has to make $1 million in a year. So it's just like we're on the next wave. Like now, while wealth is something that we do need, it's like, all right, now we're just literally going to send ourselves into the grave. Exactly.
Yeah, we can't chill in. Okay, we know about wealth. We know about investing. But we got to go to the extreme. And we got to do it right now. And it's killing us. And so some of us are prioritizing rest and putting more value in that, which I feel like is better for your mental and emotional health because we do a lot. And you have to recognize when you have accomplished so many things in the day and then take a break, I took a nap earlier today.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm an avid napper. If everybody knows me, I'll nap for 10 minutes. I'm I just need 10 minutes. And I'll literally set my alarm from 10 minutes later, and then I'm up. They're like, girl, you wasn't even sleeping. I swear to God, I was.
Yeah, I feel
then
like...
I'll get up, and I'm just re-energized. Like, I have to take a nap. If not, it's over for me. Like,
yeah, naps are important. I feel like I would sleep for like 15 minutes, and I was like, dang, I feel like I would sleep for an hour.
It's like a little booster that you need.
Yeah, naps are the bomb. So if you want to be in PR, y'all can take naps.
Naps are fine.
Toya's been doing a whole bunch of stuff, and she
still
be taking naps. Right? She has her alarm looks like every 10 minutes.
You know, girl,
that's what your alarm looks like.
Where's my phone? I'm telling you. All right, wait. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Well, first of all, you haven't drank anything.
Yeah, I didn't want to pour while,
Am I just make you pour this because this is your first time trying Black Girl Magic. Try the rosé. I like the rosé a lot. The rosé is really good.
We still tap bottles around here. Like,
yes.
What's that look like?
What is it like? Titties, ass titties. People still do that.
Yeah, we do. I guess.
I know we did, so I'm gonna, stick to whatever. But while you pour, you can think on this because I want to know who inspires you. Who or what inspires you? That sounds really the good ASMR.
Hurry up and drink that so you can get some too.
Oh, girl, don't tell me twice. But inspiration.
Who inspires me? My daughter. And that's just because through her I learned about fighting, never giving up. She was 3 months early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and 2 pounds, 3 ounces.
Okay.
And then I brought her home 2 months later, and just that journey, just watching literally her growing and develop on the outside. She never gave up. Every day was just progress. She never really declined. And I'm just like, I never had any doubt that I just had so much faith in God without even just thinking about it. I just knew my baby was going to make it and she was going to be fine. And then now I just kind of use that every day. I can't say that I'm a super religious person. I don't pray every day, but I always know God is making ways for me. And so definitely my daughter. Now industry wise, Issa Rae, honestly, right now, she's just...
she's killing
just
it
a powerhouse. And it just reminds me of herself, whether it's her on Insecure, because, I'm literally mirror image of Issa as Issa on Insecure, and then her as a creative, a boss, producer, wife. Well, I'm not a wife, but, I'm going to speak that into existence. But,
Absolutely.
She has all those hats, and she's just... flawlessly executing
Issa
everything.
Rae is killing it.
And it's all right, how can't someone like that inspire you?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
What would you ask her, if you were to sit in a room with her, if she were to walk in here right now, hey, LaToya girl.
Girl. Let me just shadow you for a day.
Yeah. That would be so fun.
That's it.
I love how she shows up as herself on Insecure. And just the character she's created, it's hilarious. It's so real. It's so awkward. It's
you
so
just
awkward,
know it.
but you love it. You know,
you the little chuckle. You just she can't do any wrong. It's right.
Yeah. We love Issa. We love you, girl. Issa. We love you.
Yeah. Can I shadow you for a day? Look over the coffee shops, anything. Just let me know.
And I'll just. Can I come too?
Yeah.
Just because I just want to be there.
It's my
I love
one.
Insecure. Right. Someone said that they're getting very real in the writer's room. After the last episode where Lawrence told, he was on a date with old girl. He was like, my baby just got born. And at the end of the episode, they were having sex. And so someone was like, yo, he just told a girl that he had a newborn baby and she still let him hit. They're getting very, very real in that writer's room.
That is crazy. And just the conversations, even from that to co-parenting, it's...
Wait, so are we mad at... Who's wrong? Is Condola wrong?
Okay.
Is Lawrence wrong?
Lawrence isn't wrong and for the fact that he did try. But he's always kind of been like a half-ass trier, like his character.
So we noticed from when he was with Issa.
Yeah, everything kind of been half-ass or, oh, well, because of this is why this is that. But I do see him trying. And you can tell, like, Condola is a little bitter or resentful that, okay, well, I didn't know what I was doing by saying, it doesn't matter, I'm keeping this baby and whatever I can do about myself. Then when the baby comes, you really can't do it by yourself. But now you really don't know how to be vulnerable because, you know, strong black woman. Oh, no, I got it. I got it all by myself. My family's going to help me. You can do whatever you got to do. Now when he's doing whatever he has to do, it's a problem. So she could have been a little bit more open to him, receptive of his attempts, especially just knowing you needed a break.
Yeah.
And it's like you're not really protecting much right now. Like he didn't do anything to really have you on guard in that way. But I also know mother instinct.
The motherhood, like especially like in the very beginning.
And it kicks in very fast.
Yeah.
Dads, you kind of gotta, you do have to teach them. And I guess she felt like she couldn't teach him. She didn't have that access to him. So
exactly. I'm like, with that scene on the last episode, I was like, okay, I can see where she kind of needs to check kind of where she's feeling a lot of things because she went through a whole pregnancy without him.
Herself, yep.
He's dating, you know, he wasn't there. And then now he saw this baby. And it was kind of weird because he showed up to the hospital and they act like they are like, whoa, what are you doing here? But it's like, how do you...
a father. Like,
yeah, it's like, but how did he know to come to the hospital? Like, who told him that?
Exactly.
Whatever. So it was kind of like he saw this baby. He's like, yo, this is real for real. Like, I'm a dad. But then it's just, you know, I don't have any kids, never been pregnant before, but I identified with how Condola was feeling because she's a brand new mother. She wants to be in control. Protective. And then, you know, if you haven't spoken to someone in 9 months while you're going through a very, like, sensitive, emotional roller coaster for 9 months, and then this guy is now here and he's like, yo, let me see the baby. Let me hold him. Let me have him.
Baby.
And it's, yeah. So I understood her from that point, and it's so weird because, like, I don't have children, but... you know, I understood it from that point where it's like, okay, slow down a little bit, relax. And then he did try to, like, you know, let me have him for the weekend. But then he has other responsibilities. He has work. Then you saw, like, he's enjoying his life while Condola and her sister are, like, racing, you know. And so he is trying. And so...
he can try a little harder. He can. Yeah. And even, like... just the work thing, like, hey, you have to take off. You just had a baby, bro. Like, take off.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, you're excited right now. You want to see your son. You want to have your son and be dad. But then you have a life too. You need to coordinate your time, your schedule, time management. Be intentional. Be effective. Because I understand how that can feel too, where it's like, you know, you're getting ready to pack a baby up. And then last minute, he's like, I can't do it.
Exactly.
I gotta go for a trip. And I would have been like, nigga, what the fuck?
Like, don't come back
Don't come back. And then you do it multiple times, and then you're like...
now when you're serious, you're like...
yeah.
Okay, well, you just stood me up twice already. So.
Exactly. So it's just like, slow down. This is new for the both of us. Our first kid. We're really not together. Now you just forcing yourself in. Slow down a little bit. So I understood her from that. But then it's also like, you know... it got really heated because, you know...
she was just like, I don't care. Like, we just kind of act like nothing bothers us. Now, had she really had that talk with him, like, look,
they need to have a talk.
This is what I was going through my entire pregnancy. This is why I'm acting like this. This is my baby. I went through this alone. Yeah. This is with my parents, my sister. They were here probably patting my back when I was over the toilet or taking me to my doctor's appointments and in the delivery room with me. So you have to understand, like, you're right now a stranger into this new,
and you are a stranger, you know, whether you're his dad or not, Elijah Mustafa. Whether you're Elijah Mustafa's daddy or not.
Mufasa. Mustafa.
It's like, it's, you know... like, she should assess because so many things have happened with her and she has a lot of emotions with it, and it just blew up as, I don't trust you, get out of here, and now it's a whole big thing. So we'll see what happens next episode.
I'm excited. I actually just watched it Tuesday. Wednesday. I watched it Wednesday, so
I realized
my
that
week is like really close. Like it's about to come back on, so I'm excited. Like I didn't have to wait that long.
Yeah, I don't even know when they come on. I just know that.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
When I go on HBO Max.
I don't know what time it is.
Oh, okay, they come on Sunday. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we are almost to the end. I kind of wanted to do like a insecure debrief, like unpacking episode, but and we did a little bit of that today, which I'm happy. Like this is the highlight. That's the highlight. But I wanted to close out with I wanted to run something by you because I heard that people talk about, you know, with entrepreneurs and people who are like running things and starting their own things, people talk about passion as a motivator, passion for the work, but then other folks are saying like it's about discipline. It's not about passion.
Yeah.
So do you agree with that? Like, it's not about passion and about, oh my God, I love PR. I love podcasting. This is like what I want to do for the community. It's about discipline and like getting up every day to do it, getting up to post content, keeping that schedule, keeping that momentum and that motivation to keep you going, not the passion.
No,
you know,
the passion is the passion is what comes from the discipline.
Okay.
It's the end result.
Because some days you be like, I'm not posting today.
Fuck that passion. I'm tired.
Fuck it, I'm tired.
Yeah, I like it, but I'm staying in bed for another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, so passion will get you so far. It's what passion is what you get out of doing, you know, what we're called to do and discipline to do. The more discipline that you have, the more, you know, the more strength and endurance that you have and that you put into your business or your brand or, you know, your project, whatever that passion project is, then your outcome is the passion because now you're passionate about something that came to life.
Yeah. So now I don't feel like going to work.
Yeah, passion. You're passionate about that check. You ain't passionate about the work. Lay down.
I need to get my ass up right now. Okay?
But you're definitely disciplined.
Okay.
And that's hard too. Like I said, sometimes I'm just gonna stay in bed for an extra 5 minutes.
Discipline to work out, to go to work, to do the social media thing. Cheers to that.
Cheers. Did we cheers? Wow,
we never did.
Wow.
Thank you for pouring me some rosé. It's okay though. It's okay. You know.
It's all right. Sip.
Next time we got right to the drinking.
Can't waste no time, girl.
I know I don't. Where's my little bottle? It's right down here. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Showing up and coming. Oh, God, it's always a pleasure.
It was an amazing time. Oh, stop. That's going to make me cry. I'm so sensitive.
God, tears.
But thank you so much. Thank you. Right. You know that. Don't give me another bottle. Start crying for no reason. I'm so excited.
Turn on Summer Walker's album, crying for no reason.
Man, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I haven't even given it an honest listen yet.
Yeah.
It's just been playing. I haven't really listened to it. I'm scared. Like, I don't know. These girls got me worried. Like, what's going on? We all that sad? We all go through that. Why? Why do we all have to go through that?
Why do we go through the same things? Why can't we identify with every single thing this girl is talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That is actually insane for every woman to listen to that and have to have one type of story. But
it's not a sad album. It's like, people are saying that it's like a liberating, like, you know, like it went from bitter to, you know, I'm that bitch.
But still, we got to go through
the sad part, you know.
Like, why can't we just come out like, I'm that bitch? We got to go through heartbreak. And because we got over that heartbreak, we're now that bitch.
You know how we don't want to hear Keisha Cole?
Yeah.
And Mary J. Blige have the liberating songs. We want to hear the sad bitch music.
That's true.
We want to hear it from Summer too.
That's true. That is true.
But the album is good. I love it. And so we could jam to it as we walk out of this damn room because Marvin said, "Y'all,
we gotta go. We gotta go." It's like, all right, I gotta get home.
Y'all gotta get out of here. You gotta get home, but yes, thank you, Marvin, for everything. Tune into the Killa Konvo's podcast on YouTube, Instagram, okay? Toy Not For Play.
Toy Not For Play.
L Rose PR. Okay, see me?
Yes, you want it.
I be knowing y'all.
I'm about to hire you. I need a drop.
That memory, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Thank you, Toya.
Yes,